Hey guys, Vengeance here. Been a while since I uploaded, but here to offer a fix. This fix is for the B450M PRO-M2 MAX, specifically the ones with the BIOS version E7B84AMT.AP3. Now the issue with these boards is that these boards are retail locked boards, and I perused the MSI forums trying to find an update for this motherboard so it can accept Ryzen 5000 processors. Not to mention, every time I would boot up this motherboard, it would have enable 4G on. However, this allowed for crypto mining, and my PCI slots weren't working. SATA drives were really slow. So I force BIOS flashed the retail BIOS, and I'm going to show you how. Let's get started. First, what you want to do is you want to download the UEFI shell flash tool for MSI boards. Tool helps you flash said motherboards that have the locked BIOS, because if you try to flash it with the actual BIOS that you download from MSI themselves, the retail one, it will not let you in flash. It says that the board versions are wrong, even though the only difference is there's a T at the end of it, whereas with the retail one there's an S at the end of it. So scroll down a little bit, right there it says download tool from link. I'll leave it in the description below. Download the UEFI tool right here, and let's go get the motherboard BIOS. So there's the motherboard right here, the B450 PRO-M2 MAX, as you can see it yourself. Drivers and downloads, BIOS, and I'm gonna get the beta BIOS. Alright, after that's done, you should have your two files here. Of course, extract it with RAR or unzip it, your choice. Here it is, here's the flash tool. Open it up. And right here, you just load the BIOS file. It doesn't have to be on that same computer. As you can see, I'm using a B550 Pro from AceRock, and I'm still gonna flash said BIOS on here. So all you need is a USB, can be any size, preferably 4 gig to 32 gig. It will change it to a FAT32. As you can see, I already did it here. So here's my current USB, but I'll flash it again just to show you how to do it. So there's options. There's also a patch for B450 BIOS Pro. These are for ones that have a bigger flash chip. I personally didn't do it. I didn't have a need to do it on mine. So if you want to follow my steps, go for it. But if you feel like it'll be better, then you can. So you just hit create, and it's doing its thing. There you go. Once it's done, let me show you how to do it on the computer. So let's get out of here. Alright, so booting up the PC here. It's taking a bit of time, because always with this BIOS, it has an issue. It takes a while to boot up, and it like turns off and turns on again, or it turns off and you have to like hit the power button twice after it turns off. The first time and the second time it'll be just fine. The BIOS doesn't save, so that's why I want to flash the retail BIOS on it. So of course we go to the BIOS. If you look at the top, I already did do this. I forgot to record the before. But this is how you want to do it. You want to go to the advanced mode at the top. You want to go to your settings. You want to go to boot. And you want to make sure boot option number one is UEFI, the USB that you have used. See, there's mine. After that, we go back. Save it. And here it is. As soon as this pops up, it says if you're okay with proceeding the flash, you hit any key. I did it. I didn't record the beginning of it, but as you can see, I'm flashing the new BIOS here. This is the actual, like, during the actual flash. This was, the first thing I recorded, actually, because I didn't realize, I wanted to make a video, but a lot of people still had this issue. So I'm like, oh, why not record a video? So I'm just gonna speed it up here. So right there at the bottom, you can see that it says flashing is complete, and it says to type reset and hit enter so the PC restarts. So let us do that. Typing reset. So the PC never turned back on, and I thought I bricked it, but I realized the CPU light was constantly on, and a lot of times when you flash a BIOS to a newer version, they don't support older Ryzen CPUs. I had a 1600 in this one, so now I'm going to install a 5700X on it. But as you can see, the CPU light is on, so I'm installing my new processors. So here we go. It's booting up, spamming the delete key, and there it is. That's the new BIOS version with my Ryzen 7 5700X. So I flashed it to a retail BIOS, and I'm going to try to show you the system information here to show you that it was a non-retail board, or like an OEM board. So going to advanced settings, system status, and then system information, or rather DMI information. As you can see right here, it is by Densely Sorona, and the product was an RCU OPCO version HC. This was 100% a retail locked BIOS, but I was able to flash it so it can now use the MSI BIOS rather than the OEM BIOS. Now, during the recording of this video, I was messaged by Alan JT, who, if you guys have searched for this in the forums, in MSI, it pops up on Google. He has the BIOS to fix this. I now have that BIOS. I will also upload that myself and offer it here, because some people don't want to make an MSI account. I had to force make one. You'll find my comment there saying I made this account just for the BIOS. He took his time, but I really needed to fix it ASAP. I personally have not tried that BIOS. I will leave it there if you want to try it and you don't want to flash your motherboard. I will leave this BIOS here. It is the BIOS version AP4 rather than the AP3 that we have. The AP4 does support Ryzen 5000 series, but just be warned, mine had the issue, like I said before, where above 4G encoding was enabled. However, it activated some crypto mining features, so my PCI slots by 1X wasn't working, and SATA hard drives were extremely slow. That's about it. Hopefully this video was quick. I hope I helped solve your issue. That's it. Peace.